So this Luminous actress was a two-time Golden Globe nominee. She was a James Bond girl, and she also appeared in two of the most important miniseries of the late 70s, early 80s, and became a household name just from her natural talent. We're talking about this lady, the star of Masada, Centennial, Never Say Never Again, and as well some key movies through the year where she played the best. She played supporting roles to the best of her talented ability. Barbara Carrera. Now born Barbara Kingsbury Carrera in Bluefields, Nicaragua. She's a Nicaraguan-born American actress, model, and painter. Two-time Golden Globe Award nominee, New Star of the Year for The Master Gunfighter in 75, and Best Supporting Actress Motion Picture for Never Say Never Again. Also known for her roles in The Island of Dr. Moreau, Condor Man, the Disney movie, Ida Jury, 82, and Lone Wolf McQuaid. She also played Clay Basket on the miniseries Centennial and Angelica Nero in the 9th season of CBS primetime soap Dallas. Now, Barbara was born in Bluefields, Nicaragua. Some sources gave her birth year as 47 or 51, but most lists 1945. Her mother, Florencia, was Nicaraguan, and her father, Louis, was American who was working at the U.S. Embassy in Nicaragua. Sometime at the age of 10, she moved to the States to live with her father and moved to New York at the age of 15. Now, Kingsbury began her career as a model at the Eileen Ford Agency at the young age of 17, at which point she changed her last name to her mother's maiden name, Carrera. Now, I think she was indigenous. I could be wrong with somebody because she had that kind of, what do you call, aboriginal, long-haired female look of the 70s that was quite popular. Her first film role was a fashion model in The Puzzle of a Downfall Child, which fared poorly at the box office. In 72, she appeared on the screen in a publicity role for, of all things, Chiquita Bananas. She has appeared on the pages and covers of such magazines as Vogue, Paris Match, Harper's Bazaar, and twice posed for Playboy, July 77 and March 82. In 76, she earned her first Golden Globe nomination for New Star of the Year actress for the role in The Master Gunfighter. She later played in such films again as All in Dr. Moreau, Lone Wolf McQuaid, Condor Man, Point of Impact, Tryst, and Embryo. For her trail of the villainous Fatima Blush in Never Say Never Again, she earned a Golden Globe nom for Best Performance by an Actress Supporting Role. She also worked opposite Laurence Olivier in Wild Geese II the following year. Now on TV, she played in a part in the soap opera as Angelica Nero, and more prominently as a very luminous female in the historical miniseries Centennial in 78. Now, this is kind of weird because many of the characters in the early part of the movie were speaking with truncated Acadian and Quebec accents. So it drew a lot of attention because Richard Chamberlain played a blonde settler, and most of his pals were speaking with kind of that Acadian or Quebecois accent. It's quite interesting. Now, in Masada, she appeared Peter O'Toole and the other king of miniseries, Peter Strauss. These roles brought her to the mainstream attention of American audiences. She also starred as Emma Forsyth in the miniseries Emma, Queen of the South Seas in 88. Carrera then appeared with fellow Bond girls Maud Adams and Christina Wayborn in That 70 Show episode the first time in 2000, as bridesmaids for another former Bond girl, Tanya Roberts, in the role of Midge Pinciotti. Since Paradise, Carrera has not appeared in films or TV. Now, in 89, she starred with Bette Davis in A Wicked Stepmother, Davis's final film role. During filming, Betty fell ill and the script was rewritten for Carrera. Instead, he wrote the script to minimize Davis's role as a wicked witch who marries into an unsuspecting family, becoming the children's stepmother. In the original script, Davis was going to turn a cat into a beautiful Barbara Carrera. In the new version, Davis herself turns into Carrera, who seems Davis's lines for the bulk of the film. Now, in 97, she was appointed ambassador at large from Nicaragua by then-President Arnoldo Alima. Carrera is also a painter. Her work has been showcased in MAC galleries with Americo Mac in Beverly Hills, California, since the 80s, and the Roy Miles Gallery in London. In May 2002, her works were exhibited at the Hollywood Entertainment Museum and have typically been sold for upwards of $10,000. Now, Carrera has been married and divorced 3 times. First marriage, Otto Kotflia von Hoffmann. They married in New York in 66, formally religiously in 69, and divorced in 72, religiously in 83. She married Uwe Haden, a German fashion model and actor. They're married in 1972 and divorced in July 76. Another spouse was Nicholas Mark Malvolio, a Greek shipping magnate, a few years her junior, who was the only surviving son of Manuel Basil Mavrola, a.k.a. Bluey, by his second wife, Gianconda del Garato y Castro. They married on March 16, 1983, and later divorced. Between marriages, Carrera had a whole bunch of suitors, and here we go. Robert De Niro, Robert Evans, Alexander Goodenough, Philip Niarchos, Richard Gere, and Ryan O'Neal. After her third marriage, she was involved with Henry Percy, the 11th Duke of Northumberland, who unfortunately later died of a drug overdose in 1995. Carrera has no children. Again, film roles, 1980 when time ran out, Love at Stake in 87, The Underachievers, Loverboy, Wicked Stepmother, Point of Impact, Tris, Night of the Archer, Russian Roulette, Moscow 95, Love Is All There Is, Waking Up Horton, Alec to the Rescue, Cuckoo Cafe, Panic, Paradise, and 20. On TV, Centennial Clay Basket, Masada playing Shiva, Matt Hewson played Serena Giambacchi in episode X22, Sins of the Past, Dallas, Angelica Nero in 25 episodes, Mike Hammer, Emma Queen of South Seas, Murder in Paradise, Lakota Moon, Fortune Hunter, Sawbones, The Rockford Files, Godfather Knows Best, the TV film, Jag, Lakota Moon, That 70 Show, and Judging Amy. Again, conflicting dates, also say 47 or 1950, but we'll say, for the sake of argument here, she's 75. So the idea, ladies and gentlemen, what Barbara Carrera brought, not too many people were, really too concerned if an actor was part Aboriginal or but there's indigenous blood in her. Like I said, she could have easily done what you call princess roles, for different movies. But when we saw her in Centennial, one of my dad's favorite movies, by the way, he was struck by her acting because what she said in 10 words, maybe a dumber actress or a less, revered actress would do it. Now, it was a weird juxtaposition because having Richard Chamberlain as he was kind of rising in that mini-series like that, but working besides Peter Strauss, who's the other king of the mini-series, there are two, I think really brought her career to a new level. She wasn't scared to take risks. She wasn't scared to be herself. When you're posing for Playboy, she saw that as something she wanted to do as a, not say career advancement, but a career promotion. And Barbara Carrera, to me, having her not in the movies last 20 years is a big loss. I would like to see her maybe do maybe part of an action movie series. She would be great for Indiana Jones, as maybe Karen Allen's mother or sister or something like that. So Barbara Carrera, again, one of the big stars of Centennial and Masada and all the great movies, the Bond movies. It's interesting to say that there's a whole generation of people who don't know who Barbara Carrera is. We remember her fondly because she was one of the most very, very important character actors, not a lead all the time, but character actress of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and a great talent. So if you like what we're doing on Barbara Carrera and other great stars of TV and movies and other genres, let us know in a like, comment, subscribe, or share.